We're back. Sports Unplugged, man. Brought to you today by Leaders 1354. Go to leaders1354.com. Check out nice little gig. Kicks you want to stay fresh. Leaders 1354. Check the hat. L-Wing. All right. Shout out to my people over at Leaders. Let's get back into some football.
Yes, sir.
Since we were talking about how NFL athletes are going broke. Let me say somebody who went for broke Monday night. Chicago Bears offense started out a little slow. The defense had to set the tone, but the offense got rolling, and Dallas just never recovered, never got into this game. Let me be the first to apologize to the Chicago Bears offense, the Chicago Bears team. I picked Dallas to win this game 23-17. Why? Because I thought DeMarcus Ware was going to have a field day with Jay by me Webb. And Webb held his own.
Yeah, he did.
Had a little help. It was helped by committee. It was a UN committee, but they kept DeMarcus Ware out of the backfield. Dallas pass rush was ineffective. Jay Cutler, surprisingly, too, helped the offensive line out by rolling, getting out of the pocket, buying himself some extra time. And you realize how sweet it is to have a number one guy.
Yeah.
Brandon Marshall, because that was a game. And that's what I've always said with the Bears offense. You can be as explosive as you want to up the field with guys like Devin Heston, Johnny Knox, fast guys who can get out the gate. But if you don't have that guy that can come across the middle and grab that pass at 3rd and 6, or it's a 3rd and 6, he catches it on 2 yards short, and he gets the other 2 yards, just off sheer determination and athletic ability, it means nothing. And Jay Cutler has that this year, and Brandon Marshall, and he showed why the Bears brought him in. Big game. He stepped up, had a great game. But let's talk about the defense.
Man, and what you were saying, you were talking about how it was, they really weren't in it, the Cowboys. The Cowboys were in it in the first half.
Yeah.
I mean, the Cowboys
defensively.
That last drive, the end of the half, Romo, I was like, oh, here we go. Because
his receivers let him down.
I mean, that was the main thing. Like they're trying to put the whole blame on Romo.
No.
I can't even buy that.
His receivers let him down.
I mean, and let him down badly.
Listen, I always said that Des Bryant shouldn't have choked his mama. It's karma. He's come back on him. He's having a bad season now. You don't do nothing to your mama.
Well,
man.
see, the funny thing is he had what 103, 100 or 120 something yards.
But
the most he's ever had. He had a career high in yards. But the drop balls that he had,
the one up the sidelines was 6. That was a touchdown.
Yep, that was a touchdown.
Major, if you looked at Major Wright's, you could see his mouth going, "Oh shit." He was done.
Right.
Similar to what Claiborne did when Devin hit him with the stutter step. Was nasty. That was just welcome to the NFL, rookie.
He didn't make that curl, because when I saw that when Tillman had the first pick 6, I was like, I knew that was on Bryant.
Right.
I knew that was on Bryant. I'm like,
now the pick 6 to Lance Briggs, he's got to eat that ball. Romo's just got to take the sack on it and eat that ball. I understand he was trying to make a play and get it out to the tight end. They were too close.
They were too close to score a touchdown. You just came off Jay Cutler fumble the ball.
Eat the ball.
You cannot make a mistake
and
like
kick
that,
3,
man.
or if you
can't have that. That was the end of the game. That end of the game right there.
Yeah, the interception by Major Wright, just a great interception. Great read on the ball by the safety to come pick it out there. And then the other one was a tip.
Yeah.
Where the receiver bounced the ball off
his hands. Ogletree, the hero of week 1.
Everybody ran out and picked him up. I told you.
I was like, that's not the guy.
So
my question is, watching the game, I was like, okay, the guy who scored a touchdown for you guys was Miles Austin. The guy who seemed to catch every ball you threw to him was Miles Austin. Why didn't you go to Miles Austin more? They did not go to Miles Austin hardly at all. After that first half touchdown, he caught one more ball, and I only saw him throw the ball to Miles Austin one time. And when he did, I'm like, there's a catch right here. So I'm just like, what happened? Like, they're trying to get the ball to Dez, but Miles Austin is out right now still a better receiver than Dez. Total receiver than Dez, and makes plays happen. What are you doing?
Here's my problem with Dallas, and I say this and I get jumped on all the time, especially by @MikeBTheCool, our good friend on Twitter.
Right.
Young Mike used to work here. I don't believe Dallas has a number 1 receiver on their team. Say what you want. I believe Miles Austin is good.
Right.
I don't think he's a guy that is a number 1.
Right.
I just don't. I feel that if I go take him on other teams and put him on other teams with number 1, he doesn't supplant them as the alpha male.
Right.
And to me, that makes you a number 2.
Right.
It's kind of like LeBron going to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
D-Wade's an alpha male and a number one. But LeBron's a better alpha male.
Right.
At any team LeBron goes to, he's going to be the number one.
Yeah.
Minus a Kobe 6-7 years ago.
Okay.
Then he might have to take a back seat.
You.
But Miles Austin, if I put him on any other team with a bona fide number one receiver, he doesn't knock him out the mix. He becomes a number two. So to me, he's Alshon Jeffrey. Dez Bryant is Bennett with better speed. So when I hear Dallas offense getting all this props, I'm like, they really don't have a number one receiver to me. Like if Brandon Marshall went to Dallas,
he'd be getting all the balls.
That's it. Bottom line.
Wherever Brandon Marshall goes,
exactly, and
he gets about 8 to 10 targets a game.
That's what I mean by number one. It's just like with the San Francisco 49ers. Vernon Davis is the best receiver on that team. Crabtree was drafted to be a number one, but I don't think he is.
He's not.
If Randy Moss can come in and get time, and they go out and get Mario Manningham, that means they weren't happy with their receiving core. So it's like they got 3 regular guys and then Vernon Davis.
Right.
And if you take Vernon Davis away, no problem. Now, with Miles Austin being the best complete receiver, like you said on Dallas, you take him out the mix, now you struggle. Because you got to go with Ogletree and an inconsistent Dez Bryant.
They do have Witten. A tight end.
But
same situation.
Not playing at 100%.
No.
But Dez Bryant, talent upside-wise, might be the best on the team athletically.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Athletically can do more, but it just the overall package.
We all are expecting Dez to be that guy. When you see Dez, it's like this dude should be the best. He should be a top 5 receiver. How we talk about AJ Green, how we talk about Julio Jones,
how we talked about Justin Blackmon coming out of college.
Exactly. But I don't blame him. He
has a
handicap.
Called a quarterback.
He has a handicap. But when you go back to the Bears, I'm done talking about the Cowboys. When you go talk about the Bears D looks good. They have looked good all year long, which is really good to see.
People said they're going to be old, and now I think they won't be able to keep a high level like that the whole season, just due to the age of the squad. But I think they're going to. Their defense, which has always been predicated on turnovers,
right?
I just think they're going to have to play like that.
For us to win, for us to go to where we think we can go with this team, which is we think this team can go to the Super Bowl.
That team we saw Monday night can win the division.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Easy.
Because right now we're tied with the Vikings.
Right.
Who the hell saw that? You know what I'm saying?
Nobody.
Exactly.
And to quote a line from Biggie, it was all a dream.
Exactly.
It's going to happen.
So
Christian Ponder's hot right now. And Adrian Peterson's running like a beast.
And Percy Harvin's playing well, too.
But when the migraine headache starts setting in,
we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
But, like you said, the team that we saw on Monday night, that team right there, that's a team that everyone saw.
Oh, and could go far.
Yeah, that's a team everyone saw when we started the season. The thing is that the offense doesn't play like that every week.
And goes back to what I'm saying. When Jay Cutler gets time, he's just as good as any of the elite quarterbacks in the league. So, once again.
I'll be honest, when he threw that touchdown pass to Devin Hester, I said pick.
It was sweet.
Because he was falling back. I'm like, oh, God, pick.
But that shows your arm strength.
Yeah.
He threw that pass when Devin broke. When Devin hit the stutter step, the ball was in the air.
Yep.
And I was like, wow. Now, my thing is this. Once again, all of the fair-weather Chicago fans who are in love with Jay right now, the man can't win here. Let's talk about the incident with him and Mike Tice. I think it was like the end of the second quarter.
I don't know. I don't even remember that part.
He was sitting down, and they were talking. Mike Tice was coming down to try to show him something. And I guess they had words coming off the sideline. Reports say that Jay Cutler was upset about how slow the play calls were coming in, and he had to burn a timeout. So when he went to, as he was going to the bench, Mike Tice was talking to him. He walks to the bench. Mike Tice follows him to the bench, still in his ear. When Mike Tice sits down, he gets up and walks away. Now, the media ran with it, stemming off the whole Webb thing where he pushed Webb. Oh, it's your attitude, your malcontent, you pouting, whatever. And Jay Cutler said, look, I know you guys got to sell papers, but really there was nothing to that. I heard what he had to say coming off the sidelines. I needed a break before I went back out on the field. And once again, Tom Brady told an offensive coordinator, F you, and the camera caught it.
Right.
And never really apologized for that. He was like, yo, man, things get said on the sidelines. It is what it is. And a good thing that Tony Kornheiser said, I was watching Pardon the Interruption. He said, You can say that to an assistant coach all you want. It's a problem when you say it to the head coach.
Right.
Now that's issue. But assistant coach, they got to take
Mike
that.
Tice has to eat it.
And I said, think about it. If Mike Tice was really upset, he's big enough to let Jay know it. 6'7", 315.
Oh, yeah.
He'd have grabbed Snatch Cutler ass up and say, man, dig this, man. I will smack the sugar honey iced tea out of you right on this sideline. And only somebody the size of Julius Peppers can stop me.
Right.
You know, can't none of your lines stop me.
I've coached him.
I coached him.
I know
I know every move to get by him. Who you going to put in front of me? Well, Carmini, I get through all that. You'll wish Jared Allen was on your ass.
I'm looking at it like this, man. When I watch that, and like he said, you see this kind of thing all the time.
All the time.
Media's treating Jay Cutler like he's a black quarterback.
All the time. Wow.
No, because
not everything he does is wrong.
Everything he does is wrong.
But I will say he created that, though.
He did create it because he never looks happy.
He's Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose doesn't get excited too much. He doesn't get down in the dumps. He just
face
the droop. You know what? I'm happy. And that's Jay. Mm-hmm. Like, nobody likes to lose. I don't like a quarterback that's sitting on the sideline laughing, joking, eating a hot dog. It's just like with Cam Newton. How they said he acted after the Carolina lost to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. And to the Giants, right.
They said he took forever to get to the bus or whatever. He lost, man. He thought that was a game he locked up.
And he feels it was his fault.
He feels that it was his fault. He feels that it was his fault. But what I'm saying is, I'm not mad at a quarterback that shows emotion losing. I'm not mad at a quarterback that gets frustrated because he's getting dumped on his head every play.
I don't get mad at that at all. But the thing is, you have cameras on them all the time. You can't get mad. So what do you want him to do?
Right.
Because like you said, if I yell at somebody, I get heat.
Let's just say it's jock itch and he reaches and scratches. Look at Jay, you pervert.
Right.
He's fondling himself on the sidelines. No, my balls were itching. I scratched them. And you happen to have a camera in my face 24/7.
He's like, I'm not an actor. I don't know where the cameras are. I'm just doing what I do.
But Bears, like you said, tied for first in the NFC North, 3-1.
As long as Jay Cutler, as everyone says, as long as the Bears keep winning, I don't care what
he does.
You do on the sideline. Do what you do.
I don't.
But the minute you start losing, I still don't care.
But
as long as
just win, baby.
Just win.
Like Al Davis said. But we do care what you do, and we hope you come back right after this break. More Sports Unplugged. When we come back, we'll be talking more NFL. We'll talk about Carolina's meltdown against the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
And Matt Ryan playing with a little swag this year. It's all coming up next on Sports Unplugged, man.